Okay, good morning. Hello, Bradley. This is a message to you personally because, I really think some of what your posts are is apart from being factually wrong and there's something that I feel quite strongly about because I really feel it's irresponsible in a way that you're what's the word I'm looking for, that you're posting these things. So I've looked at it and what's pissing me off, and I really want to kind of just set the record straight from my side around what's going on and what the challenge is. So there's something called internal oppression, and internal oppression is something with marginalized communities and people that have been oppressed, that they start to believe the facts of what the oppressors have told them. So, for example, black people will think that black people are inferior, an inferior intellect as to their white counterparts, which is complete bullshit. And this pattern plays out in many areas. And when we talk about the fellowships and people in recovery and struggling with mental health, there's a real internal oppression that goes on. And when I was doing work in Australia, they spoke about the crabs in a bucket syndrome. So whenever anyone tries to rise up out of the bucket, any crab tries to get out of the bucket and free itself, the other crabs drag him down. And here in this country, we'll talk about things like black tax or something. So when a black person goes out into the workplace and starts to accelerate in his career, there's a whole lot of people that will kind of drag him back and say, what about us? You need to remember us and take us forward with you. And I just want you to really be aware of this type of things as you make comments that are really kind of unfounded. And there's a lot of kind of implications there which I'm really trying not to get hooked into, and I'm really trying not to react in a way that's immature. I'd really like to think that I'd rather be curious and kind of learn what's going on. Because as far as I remember, that you personally have benefited from what we've been offering. So I get a bit kind of resentful. It feels as if now it's the hand biting. I mean, you've been biting the hand that's fed you, and I'm all right with that. I see that a lot in our industry, and a lot of people that the people that we kind of help freely often turn around and bite us. So, and I understand that, and that's a choice I make when I help people, but now it just feels a bit kind of offsides and just sorry, it's I'm at the airport. I'm just flying off to Cape Town to see my kids, and it's very noisy here. I don't know if this is making sense. Maybe. I've got Tia here telling me in the background that it is making sense. I think a man with your experience and the amount of time that you've been in the fellowship, you're being irresponsible here. So that's my 2 cents worth. Hope you have a nice weekend. And Oh, and just for the record, coaches don't tell people what to do. A coach's job is to empower people to come up with their own solution to their problems and their own, and to be accountable for the choices that they make themselves. So coaching really sits in a place of wellness, not in a place of advising. And it's really about getting the person to believe in themselves and to live the life that they want to live. So when you run around saying these things don't work, it's just, incorrect. All right. Anyway, have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.